Okay, more of the 2003 tutorial. There are many safety devices in the home that prevent electrical shocks from people. One such device is electromagnet activated when too much current flows through the circuit. Well, it's actually not too much current, it's the actual zero return. That is, it monitors the difference between the active and neutral. So it's not a fuse. Earth's the current. It's called a circuit breaker. Double insulation is called a circuit breaker, it's correct. But if we can remember that it monitors the active and the neutral and earth. Okay, the following graph shows the displacement of a bicycle with respect to time. The average velocity of the bicycle between 12 and 20 seconds. That's 12 and 20 seconds. Well, the displacement didn't change between those times, so it's 0. Okay, and also if you went from 0 to 25 seconds, it would also be there. A vehicle travelling at 19 meters per second due east observes a train travelling 12 meters per second due south. Now, remember the rules is to go to the observer's frame, you subtract that velocity. So for the observer, his overall velocity is 0. The velocity of the train relative to the car, well, it's the head to tail. So that's southwest. So southwest. And the only one which is southwest is in fact 15 meters per second. And that's roughly 9 and 15, sorry, 9 and 12 is 3 and 4, 15 meters per second. This one here, C. During a space mission, explosion separates the third stage of rocket from the space capsule. The mass of the third is 5 times the mass of the capsule. That's 5, that's 1. The ratio of change of momentum, so change of momentum comes from F12 equals minus F21. Multiply both by T and you get that M1, or sort of change in P1 equals minus change in P2. But the ratio of the momentum changes for the third stage. The ratio of the change of momentum of the space capsule to the change technically should be minus 1 to 1. So that's the correct one. So there's actually the overall change in momentum is 0. So minus 1 plus 1 is 0. When comparing a stationary 200-gram vehicle to a 900-gram rider at 10 meters per second, which of the following is true? The vehicle has a larger inertia than the bike. Now that is actually correct by the definition of inertia. The bicycle rider has a smaller momentum. That's incorrect because its velocity 90 times 10. The acceleration of the bicycle is greater than the acceleration of the vehicle. Well, I would say A is large inertia. Definition of inertia is resistance to motion. Some bloke developed a system of vivicycles to account for the change in the size of the moon, the observed parallax error of stars. There's no parallax errors of stars that we can observe. Difference in brightness of stars and the apparent backward motion of planets. It's that one here. Hubble's work showing the expansion of the universe was not related to any theoretical physical theories. Involved the Doppler effect of sound. Well, that's wrong. Prove the redshift of stars from other galaxies. It could be right. Involved understanding the spectra of elements. Oh dear, probably D. The spectra of other elements he required, his work involved that. It was related to other theoretical physics. It didn't prove the redshift of stars and other galaxies. It observed it. What quantity, which was previously thought not to be energy, did Einstein theorize as being equivalent to energy, and that's mass.